Well, hey everybody, Andy Kvernen here with another Cornerstone Connection daily devotional. Today is the last day that we'll be in our offices as they're currently expressed, I guess you could say, as they currently are. On Monday of next week, the construction workers are going to come in. They're going to start remodeling, adding on, coming from the inside for this part of phase one. And it's exciting and it's good, but you could pray for our staff. There's a lot going on, a lot of details regarding the move and all that stuff. But friends, in today's Bible reading, we're coming to a passage here that's really interesting. In Genesis 9, it comes at the end of the Noah narrative, where, of course, Noah is the man that is seen by God as righteous, and so God appoints him to build an ark to save his family and to further the human race. And at the end of all of this, in the aftermath of this great flood and this really sobering judgment on the state of the earth that had largely rejected God and his provisions, God comes along to Noah and he gives him this great reassurance. And he says to Noah, starting in Genesis 9, verse 12, he said, "This is the sign of the covenant that I make between you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see it, and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth." God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant that I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth." Friends, what's God saying to Noah? What's God doing with this rainbow that he's put in the clouds to remind Noah of his covenant? He's saying, look, I'm not going to destroy all of humanity, all flesh, all the earth again. And this is a covenant that is, sometimes when we make a covenant, it's a conditional covenant. We say, hey, I'm entering into this agreement with you. If you do your part, I'll do my part. But here, God's putting it all on him. He's saying, look, I am not going to do this again, come figuratively speaking, hell or high water, right? God's saying, look, I'm not going to destroy all of humanity. And in fact, what we see happening throughout the biblical narrative is God following this trajectory, this narrative arc that's consistent with his commitment here. We often describe it in terms of creation, fall, redemption, restoration. This theme that in creation, God created and it was good. Mankind fell apart, fell away, rebelled against God. There were consequences, and yet God has been acting since the very beginning to redeem a humanity to himself, that everyone who put their faith and trust in the Son, Jesus, and his work for us on the cross can be saved, and therefore look to the consummation of all creation, the fullness of creation, the restoration of all that's broken will be made, will be complete at the second coming of Jesus Christ. And so here, what we're reminded of in the rainbow is not just that God's not going to destroy the earth again, but that God is linking his own existence, his own flourishing, not that he's depending on humanity, but he's committing to humanity, committing to his creation to say, this isn't going to happen again, and in fact, I'm going to fix what you broke. I'm going to extend my glory through a broken creation. I'm going to redeem it. I'm going to make it new. And you can count on that. The earth will not be destroyed, and I will guarantee my work with the blood of my Son and his resurrection, and I will prepare to send him back. Friends, God bless you. Be encouraged today that, though the world gets dark, though it's broken at times, and though it's always broken, but it gets expressed in really dark ways at times, remember that God's covenant is real, and he's coming for us. And he's gonna restore it and make it right once again. God bless you, friends. Have a great day. And Lord willing, we'll see you again soon on the Cornerstone Connection Daily Devotional.